So we are going to get this, and we are going to get the Powerpuff Girls. So this is going to be I've never seen them in a matchup before. I have no idea what this kid is.
This is going to be awesome to see. I think we did have one Powerpuff Girls player last week, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say there was one, but this is awesome. Let's go. BrianYi, Kalelfox getting started here. Powerpuff Girls doing that air dash into the nair. Very strong attack to escape here. But BrianYi, he's a Shaggy player. I mean, he knows what to do. He knows how to get inside, using the nair to start and intro any combos if he can here. Both players trying their best. Well, at this point, we've got Kalel trying to stay on map if he can. That typical Powerpuff Girls combo pulls it off pretty well here. Very hard to get out of this one. And still, BrianYi's able to catch that Shoryuken to get him off the map. So BrianYi's holding the lead for the time being.
Absolutely, very well done. Looks like Powerpuff Girls are going to try and even up the playing field a little bit. Kalel luring BrianYi over to the edge of the map there. Was able to use the floating platform to get away though. They are going to try and pounce on this, and a little bit of a stalled jab there. It's going to get the elimination. Very, very well done. 6 minutes on the clock. Both these stocks even up. Both plays at around 20. Shaggy's going to get a little bit of chip damage in. Does miss the super kick, however, and now the Powerpuff Girls setting up on that edge guard. Shaggy's going to be using that floating platform to get behind the defenses. They allow for a little bit of spacing here, allow Shaggy to get the reset that he needs. But here comes that combo again. Floating platforms honestly are running a little bit of interference of both of these guys, breaking up the combos a little bit. It does look like Kalel has taken the lead ever so slightly, but one move could make the difference here. And it looks like things are going to even up. Shaggy going for the elimination, doesn't quite follow it up. Neither do the Powerpuff Girls here. They are going to go for another lineup. It looks like Shaggy now in kill range at 100, but he's able to stay alive.
Yeah, notice again that Kalelfox is making good use of that neutral air. Really good for disrupting combos, continuing combos. If you need to get back on stage, that hitbox is just so strong. So very good use of it to keep yourself alive. Didn't get him off the stage at this point, and he's able to do so with that nice uppercut. It looked like he used Bubbles for that uppercut, which for those who don't know, Bubbles has the weakest, I guess, punches knockback of the three. Blossom being the most balanced, and Buttercup being the strongest. For anyone who watches the show, as long as you're we are, then you know what we're talking about. But still, BrianYi able to use that uppercut to get the second stock now, so we're basically even at this point. This is any hero's game. Whew.
4 minutes now on the clock as we go into our final stop of the matchup. Looks like Powerpuff Girls might be looking for an elimination, and they do. They pressure the edge of the stage just enough, and Kalel is going to run away with that victory. BrianYi takes the first loss for this series. We're going to go right on now to Sky Arena. Very, very well performed from Kalel, and a very good showing of the kit. Very good demonstration of the strengths and weaknesses of this character, singular, plural. I'm not sure. This is where it gets. I have the same issue with Tom and Jerry. It's a weird one.
No, you love to see it, right? I mean, there are some attacks, specifically the side special from Powerpuff Girls, that's a bit disjointed. As Quinn likes to say, I'm using that word more now. Thank you, Quinn. Disjointed. Because of the fact that when you throw it out, the character that extends out basically doesn't have a hitbox, so it kind of confuses you as to who you should be hitting in that moment. Maybe we'll see that come out, but in the meantime, Shaggy is doing a little bit of a juggling act, not able to get Powerpuff Girls off the stage though. Using that dash attack into the nair, misses the uppercut. Of course, it's Bubbles. You gotta try to hit it with Buttercup. That's how you get the most out of it. Again, dash attack into the nair. Oh, you catch. Yeah, you caught the Timberlands to the chin. That's unfortunately, but you might be able to follow up here, and they do. So, all right, we're back even. Top 1-1. Let's go.
A very even matchup between BrianYi and Kalel currently. Brian trying to secure that edge a little bit. They are darting around one another very, very quickly. It looks like Brian is going to get that aerial juggle, and he's going to pressure them enough to get the elimination. Brian able now to power up using the super kick to get back onto center stage. Kalel now playing very aggressively, trying to even up the playing field as much as they can. Brian on 42, Powerpuff Girls still on a very early 3. Brian now playing a little bit defensively, just trying to chip away. But there is the pressure for Kalel. There is the uppercut, and it is all evened up. 5 minutes 30 on the clock. Down to our final stock. If the Powerpuff Girls are able to eliminate Shaggy here, that is going to be Kalel going on to the next round. Brian cannot allow for the pressure to mount. He needs to build up enough momentum to get another elimination. We could be looking at it here. The uppercut isn't quite enough to get it, and now the Powerpuff Girls once again getting underneath. Both of these players trying to stay low to the ground, try and get that advantageous position. Brian in a very difficult spot here, again dancing around that edge, neither able to capitalize on positioning. Powerpuff Girls ever so slightly ahead when it comes to damage, getting very, very close to that 100 heat. Brian gets the elimination, and we're going to be going to a round 3.
Man, the amount of pressure that Kalel is putting on BrianYi right now, just letting you know we're not stopping. We're going to be in your face, all 3 of us, by the way. You know, we're going to be in your face, give you some of that sugar spice and everything nice, and you're just going to have to deal with it. Still, BrianYi was able to make the adjustments, get inside, start his combo, and finish him with the uppercut. So, I mean, this is a fantastic series so far. I'm loving what I'm seeing. And again, I'm just glad to see different characters being brought out. We did see Powerpuff Girls last week, but I'm pretty sure it's only one person, so it's just nice to see a little bit of a change up.
No, absolutely right, and we're going back to Trophy's Edge for the 3rd and final round of this series. Brian once again with a very aggressive opening, but obviously we've seen Kalel win on this map already in this series, so perhaps that'll play advantage with those floating platforms now taking center position. It looks like Kalel is going to get a lot of map control here, but Brian looked for that combo, looked for the uppercut juggle again, not able to pull it off this time. Takes a fair amount of damage for his trouble, very evened up on the heat distribution here, and now Kalel is going to push for the pressure, trying to dart around one another, pushing their stamina to the limits. Misses on the super kick and maybe gets himself in a dangerous position. Powerpuff Girls collide to the side of the stage, and Brian takes the first stop.
Yeah, as fun as it is to connect with Powerpuff Girls there, if you miss, you can definitely get punished, and that is what we just witnessed. So it's a really cool looking move. It feels very rewarding when you connect, but boy, when you don't connect, you're just out there. Both ways, able to catch Shaggy with a nice up tilt, get him off stage. So now we're tied back up 1-1 here. Both players having doing a little walls, a little dance with each other, trying to get inside and get some sort of action started here. Nice snare to start the combo up from BrianYi. Almost hit the uppercut, but doesn't quite connect. Powerpuff Girls again with the nair, but they get caught with the snare from Shaggy. That is one strong knee. You just don't want to see that. Catch that face to face is unfortunate on the side of Kalel.
Absolutely, it's a very difficult move to avoid, and already Brian has built up a load of insurance up against Powerpuff Girls here going into the 3rd stock. He doesn't need the insurance, gets the elimination. That